Hopefully that's a little better. Well, the deficit is not like mine, so I had to learn that and adjust to that. But then there was this one lady who came in who had a stroke. She was like popping up out of the bed, walking around to the bathroom, going on walks and doing everything by herself. And I was like, gosh darn it, why am I not like that? But hers was definitely nowhere as bad as mine. So again, I adjusted. And then they used to try to make me eat in this like group eating room with all the older people. Now at the time I was only 32, so being 32 years old and eating with all the old people, feel like heck no. So I didn't like that either. So I said, I'll take all my meals in my room and that's fine. So I worked and worked and worked hard at rehab. My arm was not coming along, which again was sucky because when working in the hospital. I did a lot of typing. Being in school, I did a lot of typing, and now I no longer have my right arm, so typing is not really something I can do anymore. Or writing, which sucks. I can write with my left hand now, but it's nowhere near as good or efficient as my right hand. So I'm hoping that will return. So within the 2 years after all this stuff with my stroke, I have regained a lot of movement back in my leg. My foot is not so great, but on Wednesday I'm having the Achilles tendon and what's it called gastrocnemius recession surgery. So I'm hoping that helps my foot so I can get it back in my control. Since there's so much daggone tone in it. And spasticity. And we'll see how that goes after the surgery. Hopefully everything goes great and my leg will be fine. And I'm doing a lot of things to work on my arm. Even 3 years later, I don't care about people saying that people plateau. I don't believe that. I believe it gets better the harder you work. Because again, I was 32 at the time, 33 at the time, or 32 at the time when this all happened. I still have a great brain. I haven't lost my knowledge. I can still read. I can still do basic math and work up to the harder math. I can still process things, understand what people are saying, have full conversations. I do for some reason have a lot more phlegm. Don't know why. But I have gotten a lot better than from that first day when I had the stroke. I barely get headaches now. Jeez, look, my nose. I barely get headaches now. And now that I have the little not plate, but like piece of my head, it looks way more symmetrical than it did before. I do get a little more tired quicker. But that was easy to cope with because I'm a little bit overweight anyway, always been. So being fat kind of helped with the tiredness because I'm still heavy and I still get tired. But I actually feel better because I have changed a lot of my eating habits. I used to order out all the time. I still order out, but not that much. I don't fry foods. I don't eat that much junk food at all. Occasionally I have ice cream. And I make a lot of my own snacks, so not much packaged things except pasta, which I know is not that good for me either. But I have to say, overall, after all this time with my stroke and all the things I could do and can't do, before I couldn't do anything. After my stroke, just walking around was like a miracle. Now I can walk with or without my AFO, with or without my cane. I can, not long distances though, because that still hurts my leg after a while. I take my own showers, wash everything myself. I cook my own meals and meals for my family. I can sweep. I brush my teeth with my affected hand. I do my exercises all the time. What else do I do that I didn't do before? I know I sit outside a lot because we have a patio and enjoy the sun and stuff like that. I play a lot of games to help with memory and help with processing. So I do a lot of luminosity. Me and my daughter do puzzles together. We play board games here at the home. It's at home. What else do I do that I couldn't do before? Getting in and out of bed is completely simple. Rolling over is fine. I can roll. I can do stuff like that. I do a lot of what call it, squats, which is easy because my balance wasn't that messed up either, so that's great. I do a lot of things. So if you ever feel like your progress is not good or it's not getting better, think of all the things you started from where you started from with this stroke. The things you couldn't do at all. Like you couldn't put that sock on. Now you can put the sock on or something like that. I think of those things and say to myself, I have been on a journey. And the journey's not over. It will never be over until I can say, look, I'm writing with my right hand. I'm moving my right hand. I'm raising my right arm. I'm doing everything that's almost as close to normal as possible. I never expect to be who I was. Though who I was great. I expect to be Shakira Reeves, stroke survivor, which I am, who overcame those deficits and became a much better person. I was always nice, always humble, a little cocky, because that's who I am, but never a downer on myself. Because life is not easy. Regardless if we had a stroke or not, it was never easy. It may have been easier, but it was never easy. So, guys, please continue to progress, continue to be strong, continue to do what you need to do. Now I'm going to go watch my movie, and I'm glad I had this time to talk to you guys for a few minutes. And if ever you have any questions, just email me at moniqueshack@yahoo.com or send me a private message or send me a message on Facebook. I don't care. I'm not working now, so I got time to respond. And one day I will be working again. So thanks, guys. And thank you guys for always inspiring me. Because without your ideas, I probably would have been like, you know what, this is not for me. And not have given up and not done it as much as I do now. So, we are survivors. Have a good day.